I heard all about you guys. Sure.
A couple years ago, I had a chance to come out to the Pitzer Ranch and meet Jim Brinkman and his family and learn about what they do out here. And now that I've spent time out here, I try to get back here as much as I can and get to do some ranch work and get to do some roping. And this is kind of the central place in the Sandhills out here where it all happens.
My name is Sam Brinkman, ranch hand, kind of do-all type guy at the Pitzer Ranch, jack of all trades, master of none. We're an operating horse and cattle ranch. Great-grandpa Howard started the ranch. My grandparents continued it on. My dad runs it now. My sister and I are here with our families, generation 4 and 5. We're near the town of Erickson. Erickson's about 90 to 100 miles north of Grand Island, Nebraska.
I really admire the people that work out here. They are hardworking. They're unbelievable coaches, how they train these horses. They're taking these horses from birth and making them great horses. And it doesn't happen overnight. I mean, this takes years to do this. They depend on rain, they depend on grass, and they depend on the river, and they've got to take care of their land because it is what is going to help them be successful.
For the lack of a better way of saying it, if we didn't have the grass, the ranch couldn't function. Because to come right down to your base platform of the whole pyramid, you could say that if you don't have the grass, you can't have the horse, you can't have the cow. You know, it's I guess being a steward of your place would be the way to put it. And you kind of owe it to the land to try and take care of it. You're utilizing it, so you need to put back what you're trying to take from, too.
You know, when you live in Lincoln and Omaha, you don't realize what the rest of the state is like. And I've just fallen in love with it, and you can see how beautiful it is out here. The Sandhills are a magical place.
You'll never go anywhere else that'll remind you of the Sandhills other than the Sandhills. They are very, very unique. It's a great place to go kind of reconnect with yourself and get some grounding if you need to kind of reassess your situation. And there's a lot of really, really good people out here that are willing to give you the shirt off their back, as the old saying goes, and give you all the help in the world. You just gotta kind of give yourself the opportunity to have the opportunity.
When I drive from Lincoln to Wyoming, the fastest way is to go Interstate 80 and into Wyoming, Rock Springs, and go north. But I go Highway 2. And you really get to see what Nebraska and the Sandhills are all about. And you get on a horse, now you really get to feel what the Sandhills are about. You sit up there at night and you look at the stars, and it feels mystical. And then the other cool thing is you get to stop in these small towns and you talk to these people that live out there. And then, you know, I get invited to go to these brandings. It's like, well, you're on this highway and we're 30 miles on a dirt road in. You know, just think about where they're living. And because the Sandhills are so big, everything's so spread out and it's quiet. You hear the birds, and I think it's a mystical place.